Legend and folklore of strange creatures come from every culture. Some describe tall ape men that stalk the forest, and others spread rumors of long extinct species. Cryptozoology is the study of animals whose existence is unknown. Although this study is clouded in controversy, there has been a history of research that started back in 77 AD that has been led by respectable scientists and explorers. Scientists have documented cryptids for much longer than one would expect. The Roman author, naturalist, and philosopher Pliny the Elder journeyed throughout India and Africa in a time when Western civilization did not know what creatures lurked in those regions. In 77 AD, Pliny published his 37-volume treatise, and he was credited with the creation of the first scientific encyclopedia. The creatures found in Naturalis Historia were not yet proven to be real, and were just rumors and legend. This included giant grasshoppers, leopards, and the tsetse fly. His research into these unexplainable animals led to his name being mentioned in many cryptozoology articles today. Another notable figure in the history of cryptozoology was Conrad Gesner. Hailing from Switzerland, Gesner was credited as the founder of the modern zoology after he wrote his Historiae Animalium in 1551. This book contained every known living animal at the time. The strange part was, his scholarly writings also included unicorns, sea monsters, dragons, and mermaids. This naturalist and biographer wrote about both animals who were real and whose existence was unconfirmed. Both Pliny and Gesner made great strides in the zoology field, all while dipping their toes into the unknown world of cryptozoology. It was not until the late 1800s that cryptozoology became a credible science, and even then, it would not be given a name until 1995. Anthony Cornelius Oudemans is credited with the scholarly origin of cryptozoology. He was a Dutch zoologist that published The Great Sea Serpent in 1892 and an article on the long-extinct dodo bird. Although the so-called sea serpent was later estimated to be a large seal, Oudemans' work is still respected for his research and scientific knowledge of the time. But in comparison, Ivan T. Sanderson and Bernard Heuvelman were the inventors of modern-day cryptozoology and were never given the same credit. Sanderson was a Scottish naturalist and the founder of Society for the Investigation of the Unexplained in 1965. He researched many cryptic phenomena and traveled the world looking for answers. After he passed away, the Society kept his legacy going. Bernard Heuvelman is known for his outlandish ideas in the zoology community, starting in 1955 with his book titled On the Track of Unknown Animals, which combines fact with fiction. His purpose behind this massive book was to demonstrate that skepticism was only going to prohibit further exploration and discoveries. They were both slandered for their quote-unquote pseudoscience in Luxton and Proterra's book Abominable Science, which is about cryptozoologists spreading false information and promoting anti-intellectualism. One focus of cryptozoologists is the existence of the Tasmanian tiger, also known as the thylacine. This is different in comparison to most well-known cryptids because it was proven to exist at one point. Thylacine went extinct in 1936 after struggling to survive hunting and habitat loss. Despite this, cryptozoologists and preservationists insist that there have been sightings of this creature well into the 21st century in Australia. The Tasmanian tiger falls under the same cryptid category as the dodo bird, as it was an extinct creature that was believed to have survived longer than specialists originally thought. There's no solid evidence of the claim, but many believe that the thylacine is still out there hiding from humanity, and some want to bring it back Jurassic Park style. More creatures known well both in and out of the cryptid community are the Sasquatch and the Yeti. The massive ape we know as Bigfoot has been sighted by hundreds across the United States and Canada. This beast has been sought after since people first set foot in the North American forest. David Thompson was the first to document what many believed to be the track of a squatch in 1811. He could not properly explain what he had seen, and Thompson's findings have not been fully debunked to this day. And in the same breath, the most powerful piece of evidence towards the existence of Bigfoot is the Patterson-Gimlin film. This film has been shrouded in controversy since its birth. Released in 1967, it shows what the filmmakers believed to be Bigfoot walking across the field. Considering the technology of the time, many argue that the footage was too realistic to have been faked, with special practical effects, and attempts to debunk it have been underway for literal decades. None have been successful. On the other side of the world, the Yeti wanders the Himalayas. DNA evidence gathered from the supposed Yeti has been connected to a species of bear, and scientists currently believe that to be the truth. Evidence towards both Bigfoot and the abominable snowman is always regarded with scrutiny and criticism. An example of an outlandish creature that is yet to be proven real is the infamous Mothman of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Mothman is more of an urban legend than a cryptid at times, considering there were only a handful of sightings in its prime of 1966 and 1967. The creature was seen before the collapse of Silver Bridge, and there are rumors that it was seen before other monumental disasters across the world. The town of Point Pleasant has milked it for all it's worth and holds a Mothman festival yearly to commemorate the creature and bring in tourists. And yet it begs the question, was Mothman ever real? The history of cryptozoology is a simple exploration into the unknown. It was more prevalent before being declared an official science because a significant amount of the world was unexplored by Western civilization. Nowadays, cryptozoologists push the boundaries of science to try to find out what causes the sightings and craze around creatures that only become more and more popular with the boom of internet culture. As said so eloquently by Indiana University's Conversations in Science, while the field can be bashed as a pseudoscience, it's important to remember that many creatures we know today as species were once considered cryptids. There are a lot of controversies surrounding hoaxes in the cryptid community, but genuine, unexplained circumstances still stand to show that there are still mysteries to be solved in this world. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave your favorite cryptid in the comments. I would love to read it. Bye!